The Cardinals are inching closer to the regular season with the first week of training camp done. Alongside rookie wide receiver Michael Wilson, I'm Dani Sureck. This is Sideline Exchange presented by Hyundai. Michael, week one of your first training camp is done. What's been the most challenging adjustment for you through these first couple days?
Challenging adjustment. I wouldn't say, I think OTAs helped a lot. And so I feel like I've been able to hit the ground running because a lot of the structure of training camp is essentially the same thing that we did with OTAs, rookie minicamp, and then mandatory minicamp. I think the biggest challenge coming from college is like, you're always used to being the best player on the field by far. And so you didn't experience a lot of losses. And I think the biggest challenge is if you do lose a rep, because those guys are good too, and they get paid a lot of money to do what they do, is to remain confident, right? If you don't kill a guy off the line of scrimmage or catch every single ball thrown your way. So just continue to stay confident in yourself and believing, not getting away from your technique and just staying true to what we've been training to do for 8 months into this offseason.
The veterans in your room, yeah. Hollywood Brown, Zach Pascal, Rondale Moore, what are you picking their brains about?
Just more so, obviously the playbook. If I have any questions, I can go to them before I have to go to our receiver coach. But really the biggest thing is just being a sponge to how they operate on a day-to-day, right? It might not be a question or asking them, hey, what do I have, X, Y, Z? What do you guys do for X, Y, and Z? But just being real attentive to see how they take notes in film, right? Like what's their pre-practice, post-practice routine? Zach Pascal's played a good amount of time, spent a good amount of time in the league, same thing as Hollywood Brown. So that doesn't happen by accident, right? And I think there's a commonality between the guys on the team that have played a while in the league and had success, is they all operate at the highest level. And so just trying to find ways I can incorporate some things they do, because obviously it's proven that it works. So just being a sponge and just trying to be a copycat to how they operate and handle their business.
Your quarterback, Kyler Murray, recently said to the media that before the Cardinals even drafted you, he saw footage of you online from the Senior Bowl and that you impressed him. Yeah. Throughout this part of the offseason, what part of your game has been most impressionable to your teammates and the coaching staff?
Yeah, I think there's probably two things. I think the first thing is just same thing at the Senior Bowl, the suddenness and the ability to create separation at the line of scrimmage. I think when you turn on the tape, that's what jumps out the most, is someone that's my size that's able to have a plan at the line of scrimmage and be real elusive and sudden. So I think that's the number one thing. And I think the second thing is just the way that I attack the game. Everyone makes fun of me because they call me Swole Mike, and I'm like, because I'm big and I'm strong and things like that. But I do everything right, and everyone knows that. And from the way that I eat, the way that I sleep, the way I carry myself in meetings, so I think that's real evident since I've been here.
With these open practices, back together weekend, this past weekend, lots of fans in the stadium. Yeah. How did their energy boost your energy out on the field?
It's great, especially coming from a smaller market at Stanford. Like, we didn't have open practices at Stanford. We might have 100 people, and 50 of them would be family and friends. So to see all these fans out here, it means a lot coming from a guy that didn't experience a lot of this in college. So you definitely want to show out for the fans, because I think anytime you're able to, people can show appreciation for your work and your craft, it's really, really special. And you want to, pay dividends to them for coming out and taking time out of the day to come support us. So you always want to entertain them. Like, this is an entertainment business, so you want to entertain them and leave a good impression with them.
Speaking of fans, you've been a fan. Your girlfriend, Sophia Smith, is playing in the World Cup with the U.S. Women's National Team alongside your teammate, tight end Zach Ertz's wife, Julie. Are you and Zach coordinating on which TV you guys are watching the game, setting your alarms to watch them play?
Honestly, so we haven't had time to watch a game together yet. But I would say that's 80% of our conversation is about some soccer-related question. It might not be about the World Cup. It might be about his relationship. How did you guys manage? When did you guys meet? What was the hardest transition, right? So me and Zach are getting real close, and because the relatability that we have to each other, like he's at the tail end of what he's doing, right? Like, he's played more years than he has left. I'm in the exact opposite position, hopefully, that I'm at the very, very beginning of my career, so he knows exactly the situation I'm in pertaining to also the whole thing with our girlfriend, or my girlfriend playing on the national team, his wife playing on the national team. We just have so much in common. And we also went to Stanford and met our ladies while we were at Stanford. So our stories are like parallels. So that's 80% of our conversation is due to soccer.
Lots of connections.
Yeah.
Cardinals fans, you can come watch Michael Wilson and his teammates at open practices. They're free, however, you do need tickets to get inside the building. All that information on azcardinals.com. For Michael Wilson, I'm Dani Sureck. Thanks so much for tuning in to Sideline Exchange.